Scorpio. And do your monthly read. I couldn't, um, you know, I couldn't really get, excuse me. That's what I was about to say. You might have something to say, Scorpio. What I was also hearing when I started your reading was Scorpio. Are you saying no to somebody? Are you saying no to something? Because I don't usually hear Scorpio. But I was just, I mean, it's like, I don't know. Whatever, right? Um, Let me start with the Oracle deck. We'll just get a general feel for your energy really quickly. Truth is coming out. You seriously may be like feeling, I have a special place in my heart for Scorpios. I really do. Because I have some Scorpio placements in my chart. And honestly, they are very strong. Like, Scorpios are, I want to say, intoxicating. Their energy is intoxicating, as in, you'll know when you meet a Scorpio. You will be notified, okay? I don't know what this is. Psychic awareness coming out first and foremost. I am telling you, there's some really strong energies going on with Scorpio, and it might just be um, you making a definitive, like, I want to almost say like presence or arrival in someone's life. There's something about just, I don't even think you got to say anything, Scorpio. I think that this is the top of the reading right here. It's like you're showing up in your own power. Scorpionic energy is very psychic energy. It's very cerebral in a very watery way, which makes it deeply emotional in terms of truth just came out again. I just wanted to flip out. So I'm telling you, it has everything to do with showing up in your own power, being your own power source. Somehow, some way, you have found. Okay, this is really strange. Well, I guess not, because we're talking about Scorpio. This is the kind of energy that you don't have to say a word. It's the intensity of your energy. It's definitely showing up right here. And I can just, yeah, there's appreciation, truthful appreciation of this psychic awareness. I think you could just be kind of coming into your own power, if that makes sense. So I'm not saying that you weren't in your power before. I'm just saying you might be becoming aware or conscious or more sensitive to specific psychic aspects of yourself. Um, Sometimes we have skill sets that we don't even know we have, and they will arrive in your life exactly when you need them to, no sooner, no less. Okay? No sooner, no later. Okay? And then we've got self-esteem. That's what I mean by I have this, yeah, it's a gut feeling. Oh, it's almost like psychic awareness is not something that everybody wants. It's not something that everybody has. It's not something that is immediately obvious or apparent to other people either, if you do possess psychic abilities. I think you might be realizing that you can truthfully appreciate yourself. And that might have been something that you weren't either kind of felt like you had to discipline yourself. Like oftentimes people be like, oh, I'm going to a retreat where I can't speak all weekend or something like that. People do things. This is number 33 is why I'm saying this. There's something about you being able to find a closed circuit with yourself here. You don't need discipline to do it. It's just going to naturally happen. Psychic awareness coming out first tells me that. If the truth card had come out later on in the read, that's different also. This was the very first one out. hmm From the top of the read, this was the first one out. And it had shown itself before, like you rewind it and watch. But it's literally, you're shining a light on yourself. You see how there's tons of shadows in the background and you can actually see the outline of a divine being? That's what's being appreciated here. Your divinity. You are appreciating your own divinity. It's not something that you need to discuss with other people. It's not going to be something that you feel you got to. This is this discipline card in reverse. I don't want you to look at it as like, oh, I got to do this. It's a regimented routine and, you know, it's like clockwork. I don't, that's not what this is. This is being willing to say, no, no, I'm good. I'm good with the energy that I have. I'm good with every part of myself. I'm at peace. That's what this is. This is gorgeous energy. Literally, I think this is probably one of the better readings I've had this month. Um, Boom. You have made friends with yourself, is what I want to say. You've come to peace with yourself over something. You don't feel the need to be as rigorous about something. It's a breath of fresh air. Yeah, it's spiritual breath of fresh air. This truth card just fell. I'm going to put the truth with the psychic awareness at the top of the reading. It's number 47. And then we'll find out what else we need to know. Can you tell us what we need to truthfully understand at this time about Scorpio, please? Ooh, soulmate. I'm telling you right now, this is whatever you're doing at the moment or whatever is about to come in for you over this next month. Um, it's powerful. Okay. hmm It's something that you will appreciate not only for yourself, but for your whole kind of life. Your every part, every aspect of yourself will be way more stable having this groundedness. This is an appreciation of the truth that you are psychic, that you've got the ability to either tap in or tap out. You can say yes or no. No is a full sentence. And I think that kind of assertion is what I'm talking about. That's the assertion that's here. It's being willing and able to say, I don't need to be disciplined in order to be the star that I am. I just got to be myself. That's all I have to do is stand in my truth, speak my truth, be my truth. And then we've got a Virgo or some kind of earth sign. In this specific deck, this is the Dryad is like the Virgo card. It's kind of the hermit. Obviously, a tree doesn't just get up and start walking around unless we're talking about Lord of the Rings. This is you grounding your self-esteem and all of these things. Oh, there's the message. The message is that you need to have enough flexibility to look at yourself in a light that is this is really jovial energy. This is very, I don't want to say lighthearted because that's not what psychic energy is necessarily, or psychic awareness, but I want to say this is the comfortability that you have inside of yourself showing up for yourself. Sometimes your truth can be uncomfortable. Sometimes being aware of things that other people are not necessarily privy to is uncomfortable. And the message here is that rather than, yeah, interesting. The message here is that instead of being so fixated, this is interesting that the death card is here too, because this is the Scorpio card in this specific deck. You're really showing up strongly for yourself. You're being your own best friend, your own best advocate, your own best grounding agent. That's what this is. That's the message. And the message is loud and clear. none of these cards came out in the reverse. This is something that has nothing to do with anything you've ever known before. This will be something a little new, a little different. It's going to be just a, I almost want to like, you know, wiggle around in my seat. It's something that's like kind of gonna like catch your attention about yourself. You're gonna have an epiphany, and it's one of those epiphanies that's you appreciate your own light, your own likeness, your own everything. That's what this is showing up to be who you are and in your purpose. It's unlocking your Harry Potter powers. All the students don't know when they first show up at Hogwarts. They don't necessarily know like how to, Expelliarmus or Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo or whatever. This is you actually knowing that just innately. Somehow you get it. I'm going to use my deck. This is going to be, I'm not going to keep drawing on this. It's going to keep repeating itself because this is genuine energy. This is real. I want to almost just say like raw psychic power that you're able to channel, that you're able to move in whatever way you want. So that's something that you'll have to decide. But this is the truth of you being a soulmate with this star energy. And you could be dealing, I will tell you signs if you like. Like I said, this could be an earth sign of any type. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This is definitely an air sign. So Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. The truth card, the two truth cards coming out together is significant. Being a soulmate to somebody else versus knowing yourself well enough to be really brutally honest. I almost want to say this is radical honesty in the way that you express your truth, in the way that you show up and express yourself to other people, in the way that you remain self-aware, because that's a big part of being psychic. If you can't just be honest with yourself, like I'm in a really crap mood right now or something, I'm in a really great mood right now. You can't really get that far because you've already lied to yourself. This is being really stable, very stable in the way that you're able to show up for every aspect of who you are, of who you are going to become, of who you have been, of who you will be. Oh, look at that. So this is discovering magic root love. This is the Queen of Wands, very fiery energy. This is your ability to create love in your own world, whatever your life looks like. This is the action of love. It might be literal, physical, it could be, but I'm not really getting that. What I'm getting here is that psychic love, that love of yourself, that self-esteem, the part of you that pours back into who you are. That's what's being presented here. I don't think it has to be complicated. This is just real straightforward. Discovering magic root love is something that everybody really wants. I mean, if you are in a romantic relationship, absolutely. But also if you're solo, since this is the Hermit card, this is just realizing, remember I said she's got roots, she can't get up and walk away? That's that magic root love. You could have a garden. You could have projects that are just flourishing or growing around you. You could have literally have just come into this, you could be going through an ascension or an awakening or some type of spiritual reimagination of yourself. And this is exactly in line with that. It's exactly precisely ready and prepared to go. Okay? This is like Really good reading. I'm going to leave it there because I don't want to keep picking at it. I said it's just going to keep repeating itself, and it certainly has. So, whatever you're doing, Scorpio, super absorb, enjoy. Oh my gosh.